Hello, my name is Miss Elise and I'm from the Amarillo Public Library East Branch. And today we're going to be making fall lantern mason jars. Okay, today with our fall mason jars, we are just trying to get into the season. You know, it is now officially fall, although you cannot tell with our 90-degree weather, but it would be fun to go ahead and start working on our fall decor, such as for a fireplace or a centerpiece on a table, or possibly for Thanksgiving celebration. And today, what you would probably need is just an old mason jar. It doesn't necessarily have to be this big. It can be smaller. It could be larger if you wanted to. You'll need some ribbon that's about 5/8 of an inch, and you'll need probably about a foot of twine so you can tie it around the lip of the bottle. Okay, now the things that you will need before we get started is obviously I brought some paper. This is a newspaper clipping, an old one, so you know it can just be going to the trash if you happen to mess it up. You will have a nice amount of leaves. There's arranged in different colors. Some have sparkles, some don't. You want to have a plate or some kind of vessel that can hold your tacky glue. And also you want to have your bottle so you are ready, and the sponge brush so you can apply the tacky glue. Okay, so what you want to start with is your glue, your sponge, and your bottle. You want to get a nice thin layer of glue on both sides of the sponge, and you want to make sure you have like a nice thin layer of it on the sponge. You do not want to have too much, otherwise it will take forever to dry. And after I do that, I'm going to grab a leaf. I like the pretty ones because they have the nice sparkle on them, and you want to hold it on there in place. You want to make sure it gets mashed down so it can stick nice and good, just like that. And sometimes your leaves do stick together. This looks like one leaf, but it's really two. So I'm gonna separate them. There we go. And I'm gonna put this one right here. You don't have to put as many leaves on here as I am. Some people like them like that, but I like to have mine mostly covered. So whenever I get finished with it and I do have a candle in it or a light, it can really look like it's part of the fall decor. Some of your bottles may have words on them. If they don't, that's fine. If they do, they're probably gonna get covered up anyway. And also, if all of your leaf ends don't stick, I know there's no tacky glue on the leaves. If you have it, you can use a glue gun to get some of the leaves down, because this one's not staying down completely, but it's staying down enough. And if you need to, you can put a little bit of glue on top of the leaves, and it'll help you keep things in place. Now, I did use a thin layer because if you use a thick layer, it will take much longer to dry. And as you can see, like this one right here, it's still moving. So it may not stick, it may stick, but you know, that's all part of the craft. And don't worry about getting this stuff on your clothes or anything, or even if it gets on your hands, it does wash off. As you can see, this can get very messy, so if you want to do it with gloves, by all means, do it with gloves. And there we are. All we need to do now is wait for it to dry. Okay, and here is the finished product. Here goes the larger glass and here goes the smaller glass. Also, I added a small flameless candle in case you wanted to use that instead of a real candle. And if you really enjoyed this craft, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we would really be appreciative. Thank you.